What's good, y'all? Welcome back to my podcast once again. So, welcome to an end of an era of Power Rangers as we all know it since we were kids. But this is not the end of the franchise. Nah. In terms of filming in New Zealand since 2002, we all knew that this was going to happen, but I've always imagined Power Rangers being filmed back in LA, like around Canada, Atlanta, somewhere in the United States that is similar to Japan and Auckland, New Zealand, in terms of having Rokakoris, in terms of the Megazord fights and the ground battles and all of that. But you know what? I am forever grateful for what Simon Bennett and them did for us. You know, since Dino Fury and now going into the Cosmic Fury. But what really started to change was way back in 2002 when they moved to New Zealand to start filming Ninja Storm. That is what really changed the game throughout the years to come, from Disney era, the Neo Saban era, garbage, to the Hasbro era. Not perfect, but it's a start. But I knew it was gonna happen ever since Simon Bennett announced his exit from Power Rangers, and Becca Barnes and Derwin and like Irwindale. All of them are just, they're leaving, like they out. So which means that they're gonna probably either move back to California or go to Canada, whichever they decided to start filming new Power Rangers content in the US. So whatever changes that comes for us, I'm sure it's gonna be 10 times better. So shout out to Luminardi for updating us, because I think there's a lot of information that we can talk about, as well as me giving my overall thoughts and opinions on this as well. So let's go ahead and dive into this story. Power Ranger fans, change is coming. Be prepared to say goodbye, especially to a place that has been a literal home to Power Rangers ever since 2002. Was it not just saying that? Man, things are changing, but hopefully they're not gonna do too much change. You know, I still wanted to feel like Power Rangers, but just age up the maturity level of the content. You know what I'm saying? Power Rangers is saying goodbye to Simon Bennett, Becca Barnes, and the cast from Power Rangers Dino Fury to Cosmic Fury, and so many hardworking people who have been pouring their hearts and souls behind the scenes. And now we're saying goodbye to New Zealand. It's official, y'all. So Power Rangers is not going to be filming in New Zealand anymore. This is big. This is huge for the Power Rangers fandom. And I know there's so many people on Twitter that are sad but happy at the same time that things are about to change for the franchise. You know? And throughout the years of ups and downs with the franchise, what Hasbro is doing to our franchise, to our property, it's not only game changing, but it's something that the fans can look forward to, and especially when it comes to content goes, especially in the entertainment industry. Never mind the figures and all of that, but in terms of like the shows, the movies and all of that, I can get behind that one way or another if it's done right. So this is what he actually tweeted. So Joseph tweeted, I spoke with someone last week that informed me that Cosmic Fury will be the last Power Rangers season film in New Zealand. So that begs the question, after Cosmic Fury, which series they're gonna end up adapting? Maybe just go original with a new original team, or just continue to adapt Sentai, but be more original with this original story without the campiness and all of that. It can still be a kid's show, but just be a little more edgy, like how Once and Always was. Fellow Luminary journalist Joe Deckelmayer dropped major news on Twitter, letting the world know that Power Rangers will be the last season filmed in New Zealand. The news comes on the heels of veteran Power Rangers writer Becca Barnes announcing her departure from the long-running franchise not too long after Simon Bennett confirmed that Cosmic Fury would be his last time serving as the show's runner and executive producer. Now, the Simon Bennett news came as a shock, but it was pretty much big because you can tell all of the hate and the negative feedback and the disrespect from the toxic individuals that claim that they're calling him out on his nonsense, but really you're just hating on him because of certain decisions he made, but you're just hating on him just to hate. You're not really criticizing him for the decisions he's made. You can only yourself criticizing, but yet all you're doing is just showing your hatred towards the guy. And you're pretty much proving his point yet again. Because anytime when he puts out or announces something, you think that this is his doing. No, this is Hasbro's decision, not his. So, a little rant out of the way. I just want to get my 2 cents in there, but still. Simon Bennett has been with us since Super Ninja Steel, Beast Morphers, and Dino Fury. Even though Ninja Steel was a waste of time, in my opinion, I feel like Beast Morphers was a step in the right direction in Season 1. Season 2 was a mixed bag. Dino Fury Season 1 was a good start. Second season, they went all out, which is by far my favorite season of the show because of its high stakes and everything. And I will always appreciate the guy for what he did for this franchise, you know, throughout the years. And there will never be another person like Simon Bennett in the new era. So, things are changing, y'all. It's not going to be the same like it was way back when with the campiness and all of that. So, I'm here for it. We are saying goodbye to the cast and crew in New Zealand, but we are saying goodbye to the color-coded heroes for good. No, we are not. Like Joe said, Power Rangers will be the last season filmed in New Zealand. He did not say anything about Power Rangers being over. I think that's the one thing that kind of bothers me about this family, because I remember back in 2020 when they was talking about how they're not gonna use Sentai anymore. You know, they're gonna replace the male Rangers with the female Rangers and just calling themselves rebooting Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but knowing that that was a complete lie. But at least they were upfront and they took some accountability for it. You know what I'm saying? So I always appreciate them for owning up their wrongs and mistakes, for misleading people in the first place. So I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna probably adapt more Sentai seasons, or probably just go with the all new original team. It may not be Mighty Morphin, but it's a possibility that it might be based on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers with the same color-coded teams: red, black, blue, yellow, pink, and green. And to be honest with you, I've always loved those type of color-coded teams: red, black, blue, yellow, pink. As long as the story is good, the fight scenes and the fight choreographies are up to tier, and the violence are on point, I think, and I would like to think that this franchise is going to end up being a whole lot different than the Disney era and the Neo Saban era and the original Saban era, and currently Hasbro era, which is currently at right now under the new showrunner Jenny Clean, Jonathan Entwistle, and Brian Edward Hill as the writer. And so if they are going to go all original, I would like for them to actually just, like Jinzaku said, you know, even though I personally disagree with him with the Cosmic Fury suits, even though this is their original take, but I wouldn't knock them down on it. There's room for improvements the next time they do an original season, an original series in the US. So I believe this is what Jonathan Entwistle had to say, or hold on, let me go back. Yeah, I think somebody from the Illuminati said something like this. I understand how easy it is to forget about Jonathan Entwistle's reboot in development or think it's not happening. In about 5 years and barely any information about it has been public other than Brian Edwin Hill originally serving as the writer and Jenny Klein serving as executive producer and showrunner. Entwistle planning to launch a cinematic universe for the Rangers beginning with a theatrical film. Why does this keep popping up? The Entwistle plans were scaled back, and Hasbro and Netflix decided to have the latter host series and movies for Entwistle's new shared universe. Not too long ago, Hasbro's Deb Thomas confirmed the ongoing development of the script young adult series with writer, showrunner Jenny Klein and Jonathan Entwistle. As of now, there is no Power Rangers movie moving forward. However, Jenny Klein and Jonathan Entwistle series will still be moving forward. The script was finalized a while ago, so we do not expect the show to be affected by the FGA strike. However, a possible strike from DGA or SAG or SAG could delay the production of the series, but it's too soon to tell. I don't even want to judge anything yet until we get confirmation from the information of the reboot, because we know the reboot is coming. We know the reboot is coming one way or another, so there's no denying that. I'm looking forward to it as well. You know, when it said that they finalized the script, I just hope it's not too woke and not too much of a, oh, shove it in your face. You know what I'm saying? It's female time. We can do what men can do. Like, I don't want that kind of crap, you know, in my face every time we get a new project, you know. But if they are going for a reboot, I don't want to hear in the comments saying, oh, we want a female Red Ranger. You're getting a female Red Ranger in Amelia and Cosmic Fury. But in terms of reboot, now you're just asking too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm just stating my opinions on this as well. So, yeah. I believe that the Jonathan Entwistle project will be better, and I believe that this project is going to end up changing people's minds for better or for worse. But in my honest opinion, the only thing I do wish for is them to work on the CGI and the Megazords and just, in fact, bring them back. Bring the guy back in the Megazord costume like how the Sentai is doing. They're still doing that today. But I would like for them to actually go back to the old school route of having a guy in a costume, you know, instead of just like making a CGI like how they did in Once and Always, even though they didn't have a budget to have a guy in a costume. But you got to at least give them effort. Well, give them enough credit for even trying. You know what I'm saying? You know, this was an interesting read by the Illuminati. I am going to miss Power Rangers being filmed in New Zealand, but I believe that times are changing and things need to change instead of just like keep it in the same format forever. That is the one thing I agree with them the most. So hopefully when we get more information on the Jonathan Entwistle project, or who's going to be cast in an all-new original TV show, of what is Power Rangers going to be filming in LA, is going to be in, well, I think we know the Power Rangers are going to end up being filmed back in, well, Power Rangers is going to end up being back in LA, or future holds for the franchise. And the only thing I can say right now is whatever filming locations they're going to end up filming in America, I hope that it's similar to Japan and New Zealand when it comes to rocket quarries and all of that. You know, just make it work. Do the best you can to give us the best Power Rangers content. And that's all we're asking for, basically. So, yeah, it is end of an era for the Power Rangers that we all know and remember it in New Zealand. So, we don't know what's next. All we can do is just wait and hope and see what other announcements Hasbro has for us. So it might be at the next fan first service stream they got going on. Maybe it's at Comic-Con. We really don't know. But all I can do is just hope and pray for more information about the future seasons being filmed in the US. So if you guys want the article, the link will be in the description. I just want to get my 2 cents in, and yeah, I'm here for it. I'm ready for change, and hopefully it'll be better and not worse at the same time. So yeah.